welcome back to my YouTube channel Lost Bomb Coder, where we explore the exciting web development techniques. In today's video, we are going to dive into the world of textured text using HTML and CSS. It's a fantastic way to add creativity and uniqueness to your web project. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced developer, we will find this tutorial valuable. So without further ado, let's dive into the world of web animation. If you find this video helpful and want to see more content like this, don't forget to subscribe, like the video and leave a comment with your thoughts and questions. Your support motivates me to create more tutorials like this. But before getting started with our coding part, let's take a quick look what we will be creating today. So as you can see, this texture text we will be creating today using SVG masks. So without further wasting more time, let's dive into the part of our coding. So let us get started. So in this project, I will be using two images that I have downloaded from the web. You can download any of your choice. If you want to use these images only, I will provide the link in the video description below. You can check it from there. So I'll be using these two images in our coding part. So let's get started. First thing first, let's set up the HTML structure for our texture text. Open your any favorite text editor and create a new HTML file. So let's give it So as you can see inside the body section, there is a h2 and heading. There is a heading label h2, that is h2 element, and that provides a title for the page. And there is also a div element, and it has a class of container, and will be likely be styled using CSS. It contains an SVG element. SVG stands for Scalable Vector Graphics, used for vector graphics. It has a specified width, height, and version. And inside the SVG element, there is a def section, that is definition section. And in this section, contents such as marks, gradients that can be reused within the SVG. So here I will be using mask. This defines a mask with the ID mask that will be used later. It contains an image element which is used as the mask. This is an image used as a mask. It is linked with an external image file and set to have a width and height of 1200 pixels. The preserve aspect ratio equals to none. Maintain its aspect ratio when used as a mask. After that, this is a text element within the SVG. It has attributes such as X and Y for positioning, fill, font size. Font size for setting the font size, and field for the text color, and mask to apply the previously defined mask. The text content is knowledge. So this is all in inside our HTML part. Now let's move on to the CSS to give our text a stylish structure. Create a new file called styles.css. But first of all, we need to link that CSS. It's a very important step. So now let's code the style part. So this line uses the import rule to import the leaks pattern font with a weight of 700 from Google Fonts. The display swap parameter is used to ensure that the text initially displayed with a fallback font and is then swapped to the desired font when it's available. It's basically you need to just copy it from the Google Fonts website and paste it here. Now in this section, body section, styles apply to the body element. It sets a 3D perspective effect using WebKit perspective and perspective properties. The value of 1000 pixel determines the depth of the perspective. Additionally, there's some padding added at the bottom of the body. So let's run our live server. So now let's style our H2 element. So in this section, these styles are applied to the H2 heading level 2 elements. The font family is set to Lex pattern, and if it's not available, it falls back to a generic sans serif font. The heading is centered, and it has a top margin of 40 pixel and is centered horizontally with margin 40 pixel auto, and has a padding of 20 pixel. And for this section, these styles are applied to the container element, that is our div class container element, which has a fixed width of 1000 pixels, is centered with a margin 0 auto, and uses WebKit transform style to specify that the child elements should preserve their 3D transformations. So now let's style our SVG element. So Now these styles are applied to SVG elements. The background properties sets a background color and image for the SVG. The background size covered ensures that the background image covers the entire SVG. The text inside the SVG is styled with bold and white text using the Leaks pattern font. And the SVG is centered with margin 0 auto, and outline is applied for styling purposes. The WebKit transform and transform properties adds a 3D transformation to the SVG and giving it a rotated and translated appearance. Finally, a drop shadow is applied using the WebKit filter and filter properties. So this is the final outcome that we want to achieve it. Now, as you can see, we used this mask tag here inside our HTML file, and if we want to use this mask in our CSS file, so we can do it like this. We'll remove this from here and we'll be using another element, that is text, and here we will be giving mask of URL and it should be of mask ID. Yes, as you can see, now we have achieved this using CSS file. Earlier we are defining it inside our what is called HTML file, so it can be done in both ways. It's not a problem. So that's it. You can see our textured text with a cool effect. Play around with different textures and animations to create a unique look for your projects. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please consider subscribing to Lost Bomb Coder YouTube channel for more web development content. Don't forget to like the video and leave a comment with your thoughts and questions. Your feedback is highly appreciated. Until next time, happy coding. Goodbye.